Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Tuesday night SendOutCards business presentation overview on SendOutCards. Today is Tuesday, June 7th. I'm going to start saying the actual dates. I normally don't say the dates, but I do so many webinars and I have them all recorded. So you guys know I do have them recorded and I put them on my YouTube account. So feel free if you guys want to listen to the replay or feel like you want to share this information with anybody, please feel free to go to YouTube and search Melissa Barlock. I do have all the recordings there. Tonight we have a very special guest testimony, so really excited about that. But before that, I will share a little bit about myself, do a little SendOutCards business presentation before we introduce our very special guest speaker. We have a ton of guests from all over the world. This is one of the things I absolutely love about SendOutCards is A, that it's mobile. We can do this in the pockets of our time, and also that it's global. You can literally build a global mobile business, and that's what I love about SendOutCards. We've got people from all over the Canada. We've got the East Coast, we've got the West Coast, we've got people all over the United States, as well as Singapore is in the house as well. I think I saw Australia here as well. So I shouldn't say Tuesday night. It's actually Wednesday morning in Singapore, and I'm not sure what time it is in Australia right now, but we have people from every single time zone hopping on with us. So thanks so much for spending your Tuesday or Wednesday or whenever you're hopping on with us. Truly, guys, the information that I'm going to share with you tonight, it can quite literally change your life if you apply what I'm going to share with you. But before I get into that, I always like to start off a little bit about myself, of how and why I got started with SendOutCards. So again, my name is Melissa Barlock. I'm going to be your hostess this evening, as I am every single Tuesday. But I started with SendOutCards about 4 years ago, and at that time I was a stay-at-home mom. And I had recently left my corporate job to stay at home with my kids. And so my initial plan was to go back to work once my kids were in school full time. That was something that my husband and I decided. In fact, I was a little bit hesitant. I enjoyed my corporate job. I was kind of climbing that corporate ladder, and I really enjoyed what I do, and I definitely enjoyed the income that I was making. But you know, kids are so precious. And what happened was, when I had my kids, everything changed for me. So we made the decision that I was going to take a little bit of a pay cut and stay at home with the kids and go back to work once they were in school full time, which would mean that they would be in grade 1. So they'd be 6 years old. So what happened was, though, I had attended a party when my kids were 1 and 3. It was a birthday party, and the hostess of the party had sent me a card in the mail. It was a real physical thank you card, and that was my first exposure to SendOutCards. And I remember going to the mailbox and opening up the envelope and being completely amazed by this incredible personalized card that had a ton of pictures on the inside and the outside with my friends, my family. And I remember thinking, how did they get the pictures inside of the card? And Gail, who was that friend who had sent me that card, she actually called me up a couple weeks later, and she invited me to a SendOutCards seminar. And I didn't know anything about SendOutCards, remember? And she basically asked me to come to this event that I didn't know anything about, that she didn't really know anything about, just the fact that her brother and sister were doing SendOutCards alongside their business and making residual income. And I'll be completely honest with you. At that point, I was actually hesitant to go. I was, you know, if I'm honest, she actually had to bribe me. She bribed me with a drink to go to the seminar, because at the time I was so busy and sleep deprived with my kids that I couldn't imagine adding anything to my plate. So guys, again, she bribed me to go, and I'll say this, and this is a very bold statement, but her making me that seminar, and kind of what I'm going to be showing you guys tonight, except that this is a webinar, it changed my life forever. And it does sound so cliche, but it truly did, and I will forever be grateful for Gail for doing that. Because what I saw at the seminar, it was a service, not only a service, but it was going to be a service that was going to save me time, save me money, keep me organized, and also help me stay in touch with my close family and friends as well. So from that service standpoint, I was in. I mean, 3 pillars that I've always valued: saving time, saving money, keeping organized, and also keeping in touch. I like to keep close to my network of people. And so once I truly understood and I saw the actual compensation plan, I thought it was brilliant. Actually, I thought it was a no-brainer. I thought I'd share this with people anyway. So I ended up choosing the distributor option. Really, the fact that SendOutCards was going to pay me to share this amazing system with others, well, that was just icing on the cake. So what happened was I joined and I started sending out birthday cards, holiday cards, thank you cards, all those cards that we need to send that I stopped sending because I hated spending so much money on cards, Hallmark cards in Canada at $7, $8, $9, $10 a card. And, I stopped sending them. But here was a tool that was allowing me to send those announcements and invitations. And what happened was my friends started receiving them. And they started asking me about them and started joining for the exact same reasons that I did. And so something interesting happened at that point. All of you business owners on the line, I want you guys to pay particular attention to this and send out cards. You are all business owners as well. Anybody who's a distributor and send out cards. My husband, who's a business owner, he owns a manufacturing company. And so I had him starting to use this system in business as an appreciation and a relationship marketing tool. And so we started sending out thank you cards for business, thank you for the referral card, thank you for the opportunity to quote. And even if he lost a job, we'd actually send a card that said, hey, thanks for the opportunity to quote. Hopefully we do better next time. And it was amazing to see the response. In fact, he had clients calling him back more times than not. He got more responses from cards than any email or newsletter or catalog or anything else. The response was overwhelming. And the ones that we sent that we said, hey, thanks for the opportunity, hopefully we do better next time, he had some clients call him back and say, John, we actually haven't given away that opportunity. We're going to give you another opportunity. And some of the largest contracts he was awarded were because of a send out card that cost him less than $2.50. That's including the stamp and a couple minutes to make. So now he's actually implemented send out cards into his business as a relationship marketing tool. And so when I realized the benefits that it was having on my husband's business, the referrals, the retention rate, the bottom line profits, this was increasing his sales and profits. I thought, this is something so much bigger than I ever imagined. And so I started sharing it with everybody, not only my mommy friends and people in my family and my close network, but I started sharing it with business owners and owners, small to medium-sized entrepreneurs, other, direct sales company, everybody. And what I realized is that anybody can use this. Anybody who has a client needs this system. And so that's exactly what happened. So it's been 4 years, 4 short years. I can't believe it's been that many years, and it's gone by so quickly. But this is something that I'm extremely proud of and happy to say that it's allowed me to not have to go back to work. This is my full-time income. It's allowed me to essentially work when I want, how I want, travel the world, building teams of people who use and share the system, and work with amazing, amazing goal-oriented and driven individuals. And most importantly, I get to be the mom and the parent that I want to be to my kids. So guys, I'm so excited to share with you a little bit more about SendOutCards. So let's get right into it. All right, so SendOutCards, it was actually founded in 2003 by Cody Bateman, and our international headquarters are located in Salt Lake City, Utah. And SendOutCards is a member of the DSA, or the Direct Selling Association. And so Cody's goal was to take the greeting card and gifting business from an offline traditional brick and mortar environment to an online click and order environment, just like Amazon did for books, Netflix did for movies, and iTunes did for music. And these $3 billion companies have been able to collapse the inefficiencies in our marketplace. So in other words, they've made our lives easier. Think about it. Amazon has changed the way that we purchase a lot of things. Instead of going to the store, we go online and we order whatever we need from the comfort of our homes. The way that we rent movies is totally different. Netflix allows us to watch any movie or TV show on demand. And I always pause here because it reminds me of my son a couple of years ago when he was watching a show on regular TV and the commercial came on and he starts freaking out, wondering where his show went. And I said, Brayden, it's a commercial. And he didn't get that because kids these days, they're so used to everything on demand. So it's kind of different. It's crazy how things have changed. iTunes has done the exact same thing for the way that we purchase music. It's hard to find a music store today. Nobody buys CDs anymore. We buy tracks off of albums from our phones and our tablets. If we want that one song, we're not going to buy the whole track. We just want that one song. Well, SendOutCards is doing the exact same thing in the greeting card and the gifting industry. Today, from the comfort of your own home, office, phone, or tablet, you can create a card and press send. SendOutCards is going to print it for you, they're going to stuff it, they're going to stamp it, and they're going to mail it. Now, think about this, the digital revolution. We're already in it. It's already underway. The largest taxi company owns no taxis. That's obviously Uber. I'm sure most of us has taken Uber, have at least thought about taking Uber, right? The largest telecom company owns no lines. That's Skype. The largest media owner creates no content. Facebook. The largest movie house owns no cinemas. We all know Netflix. And the largest software vendors don't even create the apps. And that's Apple and Google. And what I'm so excited about, guys, is soon to be the largest greeting card and gifting company. We have no stores, and that is SendOutCards. Do you see the parallels and the opportunity here? SendOutCards, best customer appreciation and customer retention program in the world. We've sent out over 120, actually I think it's 140 million greeting cards and over 5 million gifts over the past 11 years. There's no other company that sends more first-class mail than SendOutCards. Now, I want you guys to think about this. These are all types of customers that we have, and we all know people in our network. I want you to think about your network of people, people that you do business with, and in fact, the guest that I'm having on tonight, these are clients. These are people on his team using SendOutCards. And I want you to think about that sales and marketing. I mean, anybody who's in business is sales and marketing. Think about insurance companies. We all know people in all of these industries, the health insurance, business. I mean, it is so imperative for people to keep in touch with their clients. And so we all know people in our networks who know other people, who know people in all of these industries and companies. I want you to think about this. There's over 23 million small business owners in America. That's just America alone. Think of the opportunity. These are all business owners who need something to reach out to their clients for customer retention, customer follow-up. They need that system, and they need SendOutCards. So think of all those people, those small business owners that you may know. Now, think about also other direct sales or multi-level marketing companies. We all know at least a dozen of them, right? Now, these are all companies that can use SendOutCards as a relationship marketing tool, but also for recognition, team building. It's so important and so imperative to build those strong relationships in any industry, especially industries like these. And we all know people in all of these industries. Now, what I'm basically trying to say is SendOutCards is for everybody. In fact, I think I'm going to add a slide in here of my kids, because my kids just recently, they got a SendOutCards account. They were bugging me forever for a SendOutCards account. And I thought they just wanted to start sending cards to themselves. In fact, that's why I was hesitating, because I thought, I'm not paying for you guys to just send gifts to yourselves. Well, I finally caved, and I get them to do chores, and I put money in their account. Okay, so they look for ways now to appreciate people, and I'm so honored, and I'm so excited at the fact that I'm teaching my kids at such a small and young age gratitude. Imagine what the world would look like if everybody appreciated everybody. So when we go out for dinner, if we go out with friends, my kids will say, Mommy, can we send them a thank you card? Can we send them a gift? And they look for ways to appreciate people. Now stop and pause for a minute. If everybody in this world had that same mentality, it could truly, truly change your life. Think about that one for a second. Now, a couple things I want to touch on, especially for business owners. And, you know, even if you're not a business owner, think of people in your life or people that you know. Understanding the clients, we build and we nurture relationships. And a lot of times what businesses don't realize is why their clients leave. And this is across the board. This is actually statistics across the board. And most people think that they're buying from somewhere else, or they move, or, you know, it really isn't what you think. It's actually 68% of why clients leave is because of perceived indifference. And really what that means is that your clients believe that you simply don't care. They just leave because they think, well, I'm going to go down the road, or I'm going to go somewhere else because, you know, Melissa doesn't really care about me anyway, or Melissa's too busy, or she's not going to miss me anyway. And that's exactly why people and businesses need a tool like SendOutCards. Now, there's a lot of information on this screen, but what I really want to point out to you guys is this: the relationships of sales and following up. Now, we all know that fortune is in the follow-up. It truly, truly is. And statistically, I'll prove it to you here. And this, again, is across the board in any industry. Now, on the left-hand side where it says 2% of sales are made on the first contact. However, if you go to the very bottom where it says 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 20th contact, well, what that tells me is if you are not following up, you're probably not going to have any business. Most people, only 2% of sales are made on the first contact. So if we're not following up, we're not making the sale. You're actually losing a ton of business. So therefore, that's why SendOutCards comes in so handy as a relationship marketing tool and a relationship follow-up tool. So why SendOutCards? Why specifically SendOutCards? Well, a couple reasons, many reasons, but I'll focus on a couple. It's simple, it's cost-effective, and it's mobile. So you can send cards and create cards from these very personalized cards from your computer, or you can send them right from your smartphone. And this is what I absolutely love, is that it's mobile. You can do this from anywhere in the world. And it doesn't matter if you're using a smartphone. It doesn't matter if you're an Android or an Apple user. You can send gratitude from wherever you are. So think about this, guys. We live in a mobile world. We do everything on our phones. We communicate, we do social media, we send our emails, we do banking, we check out the weather, we pay bills, our contact manager, we take notes, we play video games, music, get directions, and we get to do business on our phone. And that's exactly what we have here with SendOutCards. So this is the app. You'll see on the left-hand side, this is the app. So you can download the app right to your phone, and you tap on the app. And as soon as you tap on the app, it brings you to this card catalog. And so you'll notice that you've got the photo cards at the top, you've got featured cards, thank you cards, birthday cards. And when you tap on a category, it will give you subcategories, just as if you were walking into a Hallmark store or a Walmart or wherever you buy your cards, but obviously better. You tap on it, it's mobile, real, which is really cool. So you tap on it. Now I'm going to swipe down a little bit, and you'll notice that you can send out expressions, holidays, occasions, keeping in touch, special interest, everything that you can imagine. I mean, think about occasions. Think about people that you know that are getting married. Think about people having babies, birth announcements, engagement, save the dates. The list goes on and on. Think about when you're meeting people as entrepreneurs. We're always meeting people. So how are we setting ourselves above and beyond everybody else? Send a nice to meet you card, add a gift to it. So I'll show you how easy it is. I'm actually going to choose a photo card. This is a blank card. This allows you to be very, very creative and personalized. So I'm going to tap on the vertical card, but you can choose from a vertical or a horizontal. This is a vertical card. You'll notice at the very bottom you can choose from a 2-panel, a 3-panel card, a big card, or a postcard. So I'm going to tap on the 2-panel. Now I'm going to pause here for a second as well. Postcards do not get envelopes. The other 3 do have envelopes. So postcards do not get envelopes. Now, if you're into statistics, like I kind of am, I want you guys to think about this. If you're sending out emails, and if you're using email marketing, keep doing it. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Whatever is working, keep doing that. SendOutCards is an extra layer. It's layering it on so that you're increasing whatever you're doing. You're making things better. There's always room for improvement. But think about email marketing. An actual open rate, a good open rate, and again, this is statistically across the board, a good open rate of an email is 15 to 18%. 15 to 18% open rate. Now think about that for a second. That is a good open rate, where as a SendOutCards, I also want you to think about this. How many of you on the line tonight, and there's tons of people on the line all over the world here, and I've asked this question everywhere I go. How many of you on the line have ever received a card, a greeting card in the mail with your name on it, there's a stamp on it, it's actual envelope. How many of you have received a greeting card and not opened it? And I always pause here because the answer is always the same. Well, we always open it. We always open up a greeting card. And so therefore, you will enjoy a 100% open rate with a SendOutCard. And that's really, really important to know. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on 2-panel card. And you'll notice that this is the front of the card. Now, I'm going to tap on the front again. And as soon as I do that, it's going to allow me to take a photo, go to my SendOutCards photos, or choose from my photo library. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose from the photos that are on my phone. I'm just going to tap on a picture. Now that appears on the front of the card. Now I like to send personal cards because I know that personal cards, they're personal. There's no other cards like this in the entire world, and people will keep them. If you're sending out cards, send them, make it personal, make it about the other person. If you're using this as a relationship marketing tool, keep it personal, because people, they don't want to see branding. Think about yourself when you go to the mailbox and you get all the direct sales and all the marketing material. All you do is put it right in the bin, and it's wasted money. When you're focusing on the client and the relationship rather than the sale, you will always, always win. All right, so that's the inside left. I'm just swiping to the inside left. Now I can tap on the different layouts at the very top and I can add more pictures or templates, but I'm going to swipe to the inside right and I'm just going to write a message. Now you can either type your message in, you can text, or use the microphone at the bottom. I love this microphone. I just tap on the microphone and I use Siri. And this is exactly how I sound if you've ever heard me live talking into my phone and creating a card. This is what it sounds like. Hey, Emily, comma, new line, new line. It was great to see you at the game tonight, period. Good luck with your job interview, period, new line. Let me know how it goes, period, new line, talk soon, comma, new line, Steve. Done. And that's exactly how I talk into it. Siri picks it all up, and my text is completely personalized. Now, if you're using an Android, it's actually new paragraph, not new line. So that's a little tidbit of information. Now, you can also change the font size, the font style, and the font color. You can also have it in your own personal handwriting font. So if you're very, one of those people that likes to handwrite your cards and your notes, well, we have options for you too. So you can handwrite in your own handwriting font. SendOutCards will scan it for you and they'll upload it in the system. It's such a cool tool. Now you can also add your signatures as well. So I've got my business, my casual, my personal, and me, John, and the kids as well. Now, this is the back of the card. You're going to swipe again, and this is going to be the back of the card. This is the branding. Now, this is your opportunity as a business owner, if you're using this as a relationship marketing tool, to brand yourself. Put your logos, your pictures. I sometimes put pictures of my family on the back. You can use it as extra real estate, extra pictures, whatever you like, you can put on the back. If you don't have the branding, then you'll have the SendOutCards logo, similar to how Hallmark has its crown. You just have that SendOutCards logo there. Now, this is actually President of Field Operations. He has his book on the back, which is a great and subtle way to share with people that, hey, I have a book, so go buy it. All right, so now we can also tack on a gift as well. And all SendOutCards users, we love sending gifts. It's always nice to send gifts. It feels really, really good to send those gifts to people. So you can add gift cards, or you can go to all gifts, and you can choose from brownies, cookies, chocolates, scarves, books, things for babies, seasonal. Father's Day is coming up. We've got a bunch of great Father's Day gifts, and all you do is attach it. Now imagine, as a distributor in SendOutCards, we get paid on our own volume, so you're essentially getting paid on everything that you send out. So it's a really, really cool tool. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tack on a 2-pack of brownies. So I'm going to add that to cart. Our brownies are absolutely delicious. They're really, really inexpensive as well, and people love them. Now I'm going to go ahead and add that. I'm going to check out. Now this is the return address. So I'm going to add my return address, or Steve's return address is already in here. Now I'm going to go to my contact manager. I can choose from the contacts that I've already imported into my phone, or I can add my contacts one by one and add new recipients. So you can go ahead and do that, fill all that information in, and I can add birthdays, anniversaries, kids' birthdays, spouses' birthdays, anniversaries, and the system will actually send you reminders, and you can even set up campaigns or drip cards if you want to automatically send out those birthday cards. So it's such a time saver. Now I've swiped over to the next step. This is our cart, this is our payment. Now you'll notice that it separates. There's an expense and there's a points. My expense is for my postage or my shipping, and my points purchases my product or my cards and gifts. Okay, so they do that because Canada Post or the U.S. Postal Service, we don't get paid, unfortunately, on postage. So they separate that just as if you would be going to the store. So expense is your postage, and your points, you purchase your points. Okay, depending on which package you are and what you choose, you pay more or less per point, and we'll share that with you in a minute. Now, there's my order confirmation. So essentially, within minutes, if I wasn't talking so much, I would have created that card literally in minutes, if not under a minute, and you get really, really good at it. So essentially, you can create a really personalized card. As soon as I click done, SendOutCards is now receiving a notification over in Salt Lake City, and they're going to start doing their job within 24 hours. So within 24 hours, SendOutCards is going to print it, stuff it, stamp it, and ship it out. If it's coming to Canada or going into international post, they'll then overnight it to Canada or put it into international post within 24 hours, and your card gets there usually within 3 to 7 business days. So it's super fast, convenient, cost-effective, and highly, highly personalized. So before I introduce our guests, I want to touch one last thing on why we send out cards. Now, why do we? I touched on a few things, but number one, I want to overview. It makes other people feel good. And when we make other people feel good, guess what? We feel good. When I'm having a bad day, I send out a card and it selfishly makes me feel good. It really, really does. It also helps us to express gratitude. Now, I touched on, imagine what the world would look like if each and every one of us actually started expressing gratitude. Would you imagine what the world would look like? Truly, truly, it would change things. Now, it also is a great way to recognize life milestones, obviously birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, weddings, birth of babies, holidays, etc. I mean, the list goes on and on. Recognize and celebrate accomplishments and keeping in touch and building relationships. And as we know, especially in business, people do business with us if they know you, they like you, they trust you. So make sure that you're using the way SendOutCards is intending to use for, which is as a relationship marketing tool. And finally, it's a great way to provide information such as marketing tools or promotional materials as well. So with that being said, I am super, super excited to be introducing our very, very special guest this evening. This guy, Bing, he has been doing some incredible, incredible, incredible things in the entire SendOutCards community. I am extremely fortunate to be working alongside this amazing, amazing person. Now, when we talk about gratitude, his first name should be Gratitude. Bing, actually, I met him just over 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and he contacted me. I know he's going to share a little bit of his story, but he contacted me and joined the business in just a short few months. He promoted to senior manager. He's actually promoted multiple people within his team. So he's not only working on his own promotions, he's helping his entire team. And by the way, not only is he creating a team in Edmonton, Alberta, where he lives and resides right now, but he's also creating teams all over Canada, all over the United States, all over New Zealand, all over Australia, all over the UK now. And the list goes on and on. So I am super, super excited to introduce Bing, who's a full-time nurse. He's a SendOutCards senior manager. He's an amazing husband and father to his beautiful son, Matthew, as well as a SendOutCards VIP. Bing, do we have you on the line tonight?
Yes, I'm here, Melissa. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Bing. Thanks so much for being on with us.
Me too. I'm pretty excited and a little scared.
Just be yourself. Just be yourself. So I just want you to share a little bit, Bing, of quickly how and why you got started and how you're creating such massive success. And how are you doing this? I mean, you're a nurse. You're a full-time nurse, and we all know how crazy busy and the hours that you have as a nurse and as a very busy father. So if you can touch on those few things, that would be awesome.
Okay. Before anything else, I'd like to greet everyone who is on tonight's webinar. I was once like you guys listening, and before I start this, I always say and start my sentence by saying, you are a blessing, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Before sharing my story, I'd like to tell something about myself. So my name is Bing de Torres, a senior manager in SendOutCards. I have 2 bachelor's degrees. I'm in animal science and nursing. Together with my family, we arrived in Edmonton, March of 2013, worked for 4 years as a charge nurse in the ER department in the Philippines. In Canada, 3 years as an LPN. I am also a student. For more than a year now, I'm aspiring and will be done this December with my education to be an RN here in Canada. For me, it's more of like a personal desire and goal. I am also an ordinary family man with dreams. I love to travel and would like my family to enjoy a simple lifestyle where we can have quality time for each other. But in reality, the quality time I seek is far from true. Working full-time 12-hour shift hardly gives you time to rest and do the things that you really enjoy. That reality gave way to focus on my other passion, which is being an entrepreneur, particularly multi-level marketing. 3 months prior to SendOutCards, I joined my very first network marketing company, a health and wellness company. Understanding the need to learn and educate yourself about network marketing is a must. I read books and listened to motivational videos and audios. Eric Worre, author of GoPro, is one of many that I look up to. I watch his videos on Facebook and YouTube. It is in that video that I found him explaining SendOutCards, and that's how I came about the company. It is also during this time that I searched the internet and Facebook people who are into SOC. I sent them personal messages introducing myself to a couple of distributors who are actively doing the business. A couple of people responded to these messages, but there is one whom stands above everyone else, and it was Melissa Barlock. I signed up January 14, 2016, applied the relationship marketing system of SendOutCards for my business. However, in life, there will always be uncertainties, challenges, and tribulations, things we never see coming or even imagine from coming true. I can say I met fear January 23, 2016, an event that changed the course of my life forever, if I may, for the better. I accidentally hurt my right ankle one evening that I had to apply for disability only to earn income in a certain percentage, a very small percentage. This accident is by far the worst I have been into. Swollen, numb, and in terrible pain for several weeks to more than a month. Had to stay in bed for several days, had to use crutches to move. I couldn't even drive. Literally, friends would help me out to attend my schooling in Calgary for a couple of weeks for my RN degree. The circumstances were the scariest and most terrifying realities I am faced with. But the one that really breaks my heart is the realization and fear of not being able to provide and support my family here and back home. That is totally unbearable. Fear became my motivation. Fear fueled my desire to overcome and be bigger than my circumstances. I realized that I cannot change these things, at least for the moment, but I am certain I can do something great about them. My faith never faltered, and I truly believe God blessed us in so many ways, even this. It is just up to us on how we see these blessings. SOC is a lifesaver for me. Melissa is a heaven sent for my personal growth and journey with SOC. I learned SOC through her regular Tuesday webinar like this one, my friends. I listened to it over and over and over again, honing the skills I need to persevere, to be better. I did the work, used the APA, sent cards, called and messaged a couple of friends, shared Facebook videos, how I started my journey. This is how I became a true bona fide SOC distributor. It is in Facebook that I got my very first distributor, Rod Valdez. He signed up February 11 and became a manager in his first month. My second, from Singapore, Lottie Campo, who is now a manager too. I used all available arsenals, you may say, all available tools, Google Hangouts, Skype, Viber, Tango, Facebook video calls, Messenger, to share the blessing and send out cards. I used slides, images, and NPP to show the business. There were even instances in Virginia, USA, that I instructed the distributor, go and get organized your family and friends on one weekend and let's show them SOC. I used Facebook video call, and it resulted to 3 people interested and eventually became a referral partner. Be bold, be creative on how you can share send out cards. If you can visualize it, then it can and will happen. The success I am having is not just a personal success, but moreover, a team's success. Collaboration of efforts from each and every one of the distributors in the team or in the family. My secret, teamwork. Another secret, duplication. You create and empower your team leaders to take action. 4 months in SOC, and we have grown to 75 distributors, ranked 7 managers, have branched out to Vancouver, Toronto, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Singapore, California, Virginia, New York, Alabama, New Zealand, and just a week ago in the United Kingdom. We have referral partners even in the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Dubai, Kabul. Imagine, Kabul in Afghanistan. Exciting times are upon us, my family and friends. Take action. Take massive action. It's time. Thank you, Melissa.
Bing, I don't know whether to stand up and applaud. I'm sure everybody, if I unmuted the lines right now, which I'm not going because there's way too many people on, I've got tons of people. That was incredible. Thank you so much for sharing, Bing. I don't know whether I'm beaming with pride and just, compassion with what you've done is just absolutely incredible and inspiring. And I know you're inspiring me, and I learn from you, my friend, every single day. It is such an honor and a true blessing to be working with you and your entire team. I cannot wait to actually come out and see you. I'll be seeing you in a few days. Bing, because of his massive success with him and his team, he's caught the attention of Mr. Cody Bateman, who's the owner and founder of SendOutCards, will be flying out to Edmonton this weekend alongside Steve Schultz, who's our president of field operations, as well as myself. We will have the honor of meeting your team, and I get to see you again as well, Bing. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing, and I know that this is just the beginning, my friend. We can and we will.
Thank you, Melissa.
All right. So with that said, I feel like I should just end it right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go on with the show because I'm a structured person. So guys, actually, Bing, if you're still on, I actually wanted you to talk about this for 1 sec. You do such a better job than I do, and I've incorporated some slides that Bing uses, and I want you to touch on this yes and no. I know you use this a lot in your presentations. What exactly does this mean?
Well, in every business, the golden question would eventually fall into, are you going to take my product or service? Is it a yes or a no? That's simple. In whatever business that you are sharing or you are selling. But if you have like SendOutCards that is working for you, the answer doesn't matter. For simple reasons, you focus on building and nurturing the relationship. And then to do that, whatever the response the client may be, a yes or a no, you will always celebrate and be happy of the response. Because we believe we are here not just for a one-time business transaction. We are here in creating a lifetime of business transaction. So regardless of the answer, yes or no, bring it on. I appreciate it. And then nice meeting you, and then we'll nurture your business.
Well said, my friend. And actually, I've been using this as well because it's so true. When you're presenting to people, it doesn't matter whether it's yes or no, because we value both responses, and we're going to celebrate both yes, both no, and still send you cards and gifts, and it's going to work for you either way. So thank you so much for sharing that, Bing. All right, so guys, we have many packages, and a yes or a no, whether you're a yes or a no, it's completely up to you. Whether the timing is right for you now or later, that's the cool thing about this business is we do nurture both responses, and it's okay either way. So as a customer, we have options, including our preferred customer option at $39 per month, and this offers you the lowest price point at 39 cents per point. Now, guys, there's no commitment, and you can cancel at any time. Now, you also can choose our retail or pay-as-you-go option and pay between 43 cents or 66 cents per point. The more points you purchase, the less you're going to pay. So I always say, always go on the preferred monthly package. I mean, there's no, you can cancel at any time. So why would you pay more when you can pay less? If you want to, you can always switch your subscription off. Your points remain in your account, and everything's intact, and they remain in there. They stay in there from month to month for up to 18 months. All right, now we also have bundle packages, and I love these bundles because it means savings. It means cost savings. So when you bundle a whole bunch of items together, you're going to get a cost savings. So we've got a personal bundle, a marketing bundle, and a business bundle. Now, I'm not going to get into too much detail with the bundles. I'll let the person who invited you onto the webinar talk to you about what your needs are and which bundle might be best for you. But I will say that each bundle offers you the custom brand manager. Now, the custom brand manager allows you to have the backing, the branding on the back of the card. So I always recommend at least going for one of the bundles and then tacking on the $39 subscription to one of the bundles so that you have all of these amazing things included. Now, you'll see here different branding, and you can have multiple branding as well. Now, with the personal marketing and business bundle, they also give you bonus cards or bonus points. You can choose to buy cards or gifts with these points. So with the personal bundle, they give you right off the top 33 bonus cards. The marketing bundle is 66 bonus cards, or the business bundle is 133 bonus cards. Now, the business bundle is especially good for, it basically gives you a primary account, and then you get sub-accounts as well. So let's go back to here so I can quickly show you guys. So the business bundle, if you're a business owner, you've got several staff, or dealerships, think of, or realtors or mortgage brokers, or I've even seen where families, the mom wants to be the primary account holder, and then she's got the additional 2 sub-accounts for her son and her husband, or they've got multiple. You can buy additional accounts as well. So basically, you're getting everything that you need there to either represent and go share SendOutCards with others, or use SendOutCards use SendOutCards as a relationship marketing tool within your business. So the majority of the bundles that I typically sell, most people go for the marketing or the business bundle, but the personal bundle is just as good too. All right, so guys, if you're like myself, or if you're like Bing, where you think that you can share this with a few people and you want to make money sharing SendOutCards, you want to represent SendOutCards with your own greeting card and gifting business, add on $50. Now, everything's in US funds, so Canadian friends and Singapore friends and anybody outside of the United States, yes, we get paid in American funds. So people are always asking me, Melissa, why are you so happy? Well, that's probably why, because I like going to the bank with my American funds. So guys, it's $50 US to become a distributor with a $59 annual renewal fee, okay? So truly ridiculously underpriced if you're asking me. Now think about this. Everything that you're getting to become a distributor, you're getting your distributor kit, you're getting your mobile app, your card and gift sending platform, your social media platform, your contact manager and campaign manager. If you're a business owner, you know how much it costs just to have a contact manager and pay for that monthly. There's no monthly fees with the distributorship. It's a one-time fee to become a distributor. You get your back office and marketing websites, you get your training and your customer support. All of that is included. And what I like to say, it's kind of like having a turnkey operation. Like you're getting everything you need, or similar to like a franchise. Everything is set up there for you. You simply have to share it with people. If you want to get paid, that's the catch. You got to share it with people, okay? So how do we actually make money with SendOutCards? Number one is to increase sales and profits. So for example, if you're a business owner and you want to use SendOutCards as a tool within your business, it's going to increase your referrals, your retention, and ultimately your bottom line. The second way is to share the system with others. So for me, number one doesn't necessarily apply, but number two and number three do. So I share the system with others, and I build teams of people who use and share the system. Now, to create wealth, go share SendOutCards with a few people and teach them or empower them, just like Bing said he was doing. He's teaching people, and he has promotions going on all over the world. Share it with a few people and have them do the exact same thing, who share it with a few, who share it with a few, until finally your organization looks like this. And yes, it does. And guys, don't be afraid of this picture, because I remember when I first started, I thought, I don't know that many people. Well, the reality is, I still don't know all those people. It's a matter that you share with a few, who share with a few, who share with a few, who share with a few, and imagine getting paid every single time these people click send on their smartphone. So guys, we do two things. We gather customers and we build teams of people who gather customers. Now, I'm going to show you guys how you can earn money for sharing SendOutCards with others. Now guys, this is a hypothetical example. I'm not telling you this is what you're exactly going to make. This is the compensation plan in perfect form. It is dependent on your efforts. And that's what I love about this, is you get what you give. You truly, truly do. So like I said before, if you're not going to share it with anybody, then sorry, you're not going to make any money. You have to share it with people. So let's assume that you purchased the marketing bundle, just like I did. Most people will purchase the marketing bundle, that $3.95, add on the $50 distributorship, and you're going to share it with a few people. Now, when you sign up your first 3 preferred customers within your first 30 days, you are going to earn a $50 fast start bonus. Now, let's go build a team of people who do the exact same thing. Okay, so you're happy, you shared it with 3 people, they've signed up as a $39 subscription, and you've earned a $50 fast start bonus. You've done that within your first 30 days, and you make 20% on all your preferred customer volume. So now let's go sign up a few more people and share it with a few more people. So now you're going to share SendOutCards, and each time you sign somebody up with that marketing bundle, just as you did, you are going to earn a $140 commission. So you go share it with somebody else, they purchase the marketing bundle, you earn another $140, you share it with a third, you're going to earn an additional $140. So if you add all that up there, you sold 3 marketing bundles and you've earned $50 for your fast start bonus, your total earning is $470. Now remember, you've invested $395 plus your $50, which is $445. So in fact, you've paid off not only your business, but all of your product and your marketing. So you're in the green, you're ready to go. Let's go make some money. Now, what happens when you do this? Let's assume that these 3 people, they purchased the marketing bundle and added on the $50 distributorship, just as you did. You've helped those 3 preferred customers. So you've got $124 in personal and customer qualifying volume, of which you may qualify for 31 of your own subscription. And you've got $1,200 in group qualifying volume, so basically just those 3 marketing bundles. Now, SendOutCards promotes you to a position called manager. As a manager, we do the exact same thing, you simply make more money. Now, what happens is when you sell another one of those marketing bundles, now as a manager, provided that you still maintain those 3 customers and you've got $124 in volume, you're going to earn an additional $100 bonus, which actually gives you $240 every single time you sell one of those marketing bundles. So that's $240, $240, $240. So my Canadian friends, that works in and around the $1,000 marker. Okay, so think about that. 3 marketing bundles you've sold, and you've earned $240 plus $240 plus $240. Plus, for every single marketing bundle that's sold in your manager organization, you're going to earn a $100 customer acquisition bonus, and that bonus is paid to an unlimited number of levels. So every single time somebody in your downline, in your manager code, sells one of those bundles, you're going to earn a $100 customer acquisition bonus on those marketing bundles. Now, I like to call this the now money or the fast money. Okay, so this is the money that's triggered right away as soon as you sell one of those bundles. But we also get paid another way in SendOutCards. We also get paid residual. And this is that money that comes in month after month after month. In fact, this is, think of Michael Jackson or Prince. Their estate is still getting those residuals. They have residual income that will be paid off to infinity. That's the exact same potential that we have with SendOutCards. Now, let me show you this example. On the left-hand side, let's bring you back to those first 3. Let's assume that those first 3 distributors did the exact same thing 7 levels deep. So those 3 distributors, okay, they go help 3 distributors who help 3, who help 3, who help 3, who help 3, who help 3. In perfect math, all of that compounded and added up would be 3,279 distributors on your 7th level in your organization. Now, if all of these distributors just had 3 preferred customers and their own subscription, so they just had the minimum, 3 customers and their own subscription, so that's $124 each in volume. Okay, if every single one of those just had that, you would be earning over $16,000 per month in residual income. That's month after month after month after month. Now, on the right-hand side in the manager group, the exact same math and model applies. 3 who help 3 who help 3 who help 3 all the way down to your 7th level. You'd have over 3,200 distributors who each just have 3 customers and their own subscription. You would now be earning as a manager over $36,000 per month in residual income, and that's on top of what's going on over here. Now, we all know that it's never ever going to work in perfect geometric progress because some people they're going to go help way more. They're going to be like Bing. They're going to help way more, and they're not going to stop. They've got very, very big visions of helping massive, massive amounts of people. But let's assume that only 10% of my example worked out. That's still over $5,000 a month in commissions and residual income at a 10% success rate. Now, you can promote yourself 5 times, and every single time you promote, you simply make more money. You can earn a customer acquisition bonus. So those are those bonuses on those bundles sold. The numbers at the top are bonuses on bundles sold. You can earn between $200 and $390 on customer bundles sold in your organization, and these bonuses are paid to an unlimited number of levels. So think about it. What if 10 or 20 or 100 new customer bundles were sold in your group in a month? That's huge money. You can also earn, see the numbers on the very bottom, the percentages, you can earn up to 25% on all the cards and gifts sent by all the SendOutCards users in your organization. And again, this bonus is paid to an unlimited number of levels. Guys, SendOutCards is already changing the lives of thousands of people of the world, and truly we are poised for massive international expansion, and we want you to be a part of it. We really, truly do want you to be a part of it. So I want you to think about this. There's 4 types of people who join SendOutCards. Number 1 is a customer. Customer says, I want to use the system. I simply want to use the services and the cost savings and the convenience of sending personalized cards. That's a customer. You can purchase any one of the bundles. Number 2 is a referral partner. A referral partner basically says, I want to use this service. I want to make some money. I'm going to choose one of the bundles, tack on the $50 distributorship. I don't necessarily want to show the business, so I'm going to refer to my sponsor, and you get paid exactly the same way. Now, the third type of person is somebody wanting to earn money working part-time. Somebody wanting to work part-time, they want to casually show the business here and there. They're going to purchase one of the bundles, tack on the $50 distributorship, and they want to make a car payment, or they want to save up for a trip, or they want to, put money away, whatever that is. Number 4 is somebody who wants to replace their current income. They're like me. There's somebody like myself or Bing. They're showing the business every single day. Okay? I show the business every single day. This is something that's replaced my income. It's my full-time income. And so I purchase the marketing bundle. Typically people who are number 4, they're buying the marketing or the business bundle. They're going to tack on the $50 distributorship, and they want to fire their boss. Okay, so again, number 1, you're a number 1 if you want to be a customer. You're number 2 if you want to be a referral partner. You're number 3 if you want to earn money working part-time, and you're number 4 if you want to replace your current income. So my call to action to all of you guys is, where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a 1, as a 2, as a 3, or a 4? And since I can't hear you, feel free to type in the questions area and shout it out loud so I can hear you. Now guys, please get back to the person who invited you onto the webinar. Let them know if you are a 1, 2, 3, or 4, and they'll be able to help you out. They will help you out with any questions that you guys have. They'll be able to help you to get started. And if you are ready to get started, let me be the very, very first to welcome you to this incredible team. I am here every single Tuesday night doing this webinar. Feel free to plug in your new people that you think may want to take a look at SendOutCards. I'm happy to help. And guys, the recording will be available on YouTube, so you can share that with whoever you like. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great night. I'm going to stop the recording, and I will open it up for some quick questions.